Good morning. My name is Samuel Cortez, and I am your professor for Geography 100 581 Southwestern College. This is a fully online class. It's very fast-paced, very intense. We are doing an entire semester in basically about 4 weeks, a little less than 4 weeks. A little bit of information. Here's my Comfort Zoom, my Zoom ID. Um, um, if you want to talk to me directly on Zoom, you need to make an appointment. Just go ahead and email me at this email down here, or you can inbox me on Canvas. But this is the only way that we'll have any sort of office hours meeting would be on Zoom. Again, this is a fully online class. Students will be required to complete weekly assignments, everything in a virtual environment, and you should be able to have a computer that is reliable with a reliable internet connection. Here's where you go to log in into the course. I'm not going to read the class description. There's a map quiz. I'm sorry, a syllabus quiz that I've offered for you guys. Go ahead and go through that. It's an extra credit. You'll get 5 points if you complete it. So you're not required, but I strongly urge you that you do it. If you do that, if you answer all those questions, you should be fully immersed into the syllabus. So I'm not going to read a lot of details. I'm going to highlight some specifics. Course description. Again, what you do have to remember that you need to be real serious about this class. Again, we're doing a lot of work in 4 weeks. Basically you have assignments, just about 3 or 4 assignments every week. If you don't keep up with the reading, you don't keep up with the material, you're not going to pass. Simple as that. I know sometimes people think, oh, it's an online class, should be easier. It really isn't. It's just a lot of work. The class to begin with is relatively difficult because it is a lot of science involved. So in order for you to succeed, you're going to have to really, really start from day one and don't get behind. So here are some of the objectives. Again, I'm not going to read them to you. You can read them on your own. Some of the outcomes. This is what is expected for you to do when you complete the class. There are some course materials that are required. There's a textbook. I try to make the cheapest possible for you. There's a loose leaf binder version that is available at the college. You can always, of course, get it aside as cheaper. But again, you have to remember that you are going to need the textbook. If you don't have it on day one, you're already behind. So this information for the textbook has been out for right before the class, a month. I think at least a month. So you should you should be able to get the textbook. If you don't have it, like I say, you are going to fall behind if you want to be waiting for Amazon or something like that to drop it off or to mail it. You are a week behind already. So just get on it as soon as possible. Here's there's a online version, fully digital version. Is also available at the bookstore. It is maybe the best choice for you. It's quick. It's way cheaper than the regular, physical textbook. So again, there's a lot of reading material, a lot of key term assignment, and it's a key term assignment that you're gonna have to get this class going. A few things that I'm not really gonna read for you. Everything is on here in terms of attendance and all that. Like I said, we're not, this is an online class, but I do keep track of your attendance. I do look into Canvas daily. Students who are not participating may be dropped. In fact, if you don't show up the first day of class, you will be dropped. There's a wait list of people trying to join the class. If you don't show up on the first day of class, I'm going to look at Canvas. And on Tuesday morning, those who did not show up on the first day will be dropped. So I can give room to other students who want to be in the class. The one thing I want to say, which is we're not in an actual classroom, I look very carefully at plagiarism, cheating. I have ways to tell, where you're looking at when you take the exams and all of that. Assignments, written assignments, obviously I can tell if they're not done by you, if they are similar to the assignment that someone else submitted, there will be consequences. The minimum will be you will get a 0 on the assignment. You may get an F in the entire course if you get caught cheating, plagiarizing. And the worst part is that I could submit a disciplinary action to the dean, and then they may process depending on the frequency and on the level of plagiarism or cheating that you committed in the class. You may be dropped from the college. So just don't do it. If there's any doubt, like I say, I provide opportunities for you to cite information, to reference information that are not your own words. So there are written assignments where I will be checking on that. Again, if you plagiarize, there will be consequences. Don't do it. A lot of support services, again, I'm not going to read them for you. A lot of support services for you to get access. Again, because of COVID, everything is pretty much available online. You may be able to even talk to a counselor online. But like I say, since we're not able to be physically there, all of this, there are links here that you can find follow up and find out information that may need to support you in the class. Again, the same thing with the library, tutorial services, everything is online. There's some information here about proper citation that you may need to refer to, particularly with regards to the video review paper that you're going to be working on. Everything has to be referenced, properly cited. Bibliography needs to be provided. If you don't follow those, again, you may be considered plagiarism, and you may get a 0 on the assignment. So just read those. Take some time to read them. Go to those links. Yeah, anything can be cited. Anything can be referenced. If you don't know how to do it, go into that. You can also call or email the librarian, and they may be able to help you as well. Please be really careful with how you send me emails. This is the only class I have in initiation, but I do have a bunch of other classes. Please address your emails or even your messages on Canvas on this following manner. I cannot read mine, so if you do not give me details of what it is that you need for me to help you with, I can't help you. You need to be clear as to what it is that you need me to help you with. Everything is done on Canvas in this class. Canvas is your classroom. I'm providing you here a guide as to how what different parts of the menu do. You are going to be using pretty much all of them. Including the syllabus that will be posted on the syllabus section. The modules are organized on a weekly basis, so there's one module per week. So the module for week 1, starting on January 4th, will be module week 1, and so on. So there are basically going to be like 4 of those. Everything is right on Canvas. You do need Canvas. You need access to internet. If a Wi-Fi is an issue for you, I'm not sure if they're going to be doing it through the intersection, but there's a drive-up Wi-Fi. You can actually go to the parking lot of the campus, and they will have Wi-Fi available for you there if that's an issue. There's also, if you click on these Canvas student orientations, you can find out a lot of information. There's lots and lots of information provided for you, helping you navigate Canvas and be able to use it. Again, if you have difficulty with that, you need to get on it now, today, to be able to succeed in this course. It is fully online. If you have trouble doing anything online, any procedures, if you haven't done it before, it could be very difficult for you. Special accommodations, if you need some support, again, you need to get on this today, as soon as you read the syllabus, because again, there's just not much time in the class. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks for the DSS to get in contact with you, set up all this stuff. By that time, the class might be over. So I'm willing to help you. I've done everything I can on the website, on the Canvas side. I have made audio versions of the lectures. There's a phone-friendly version of the video of all the lectures and everything. So I have made as much efforts as possible to make sure everything is accessible for you. All the videos are captioned, so you should be able to read it. But again, if you need any support, you need to contact DSS on day one. So they may be able to contact me and let me know what else is it that I can do for you, whether it is increasing the amount of time for your exam or whatever. Okay. Again, all of these assignments have deadlines. You need to make sure they are submitted by the deadline. There are no makeups. In most cases, most of the assignments will only be available for like a week. After that, they won't be available, and you'll be able to, and you will miss those points. In some cases, again, within that week after the deadline, you may be able to submit the assignment, but you will lose points if it's past the deadline. There are some key concept assignments. Like I say, for each assignment, I usually give you an explanation of how it's done. There's a template. You go to your textbook, you look for the term, and you answer them on the template. Then you save it as a Word doc or a PDF document, and then when you submit it, you make sure that it is on PDF or Word. If you're a Mac user, you submit it in Pages. Canva is not going to read it, so I won't be able to grade it. Now, five map quizzes, usually about one or two every week, worth 20 points each. There's usually a map provided with numbers in them. You need to identify on the list that is given to you, identify which number is which place in the world. We have a physical assignment, geography, and the news. There are three of those. First, you choose an article from the list that I give you. The first paragraph, you analyze the article, tell me what it's about. Second one, very importantly, you need to connect it to the class. How does the article connect to the topics we're talking about in class? Each one is 50 points, so take it very seriously. Again, here's a physical geography documentary analysis that will be due towards the end of the class or on January 24th. There's a rubric provided. Make sure you understand what it is that I'm asking you for. Basically, first 2 pages, synopsis of the field documentary. There's a list of videos on that assignment page. You choose one of those and you analyze it. Again, any plagiarism basically is an automatic 0, like I explained before. Here's how we're going to grade you. 1,000 points. I grade exclusively by points. You get 900 points, you have an A. Okay? And so this is how the breakdown is. Pay attention to the drop deadlines. Again, very quick. Basically, on the second day of class is the last day to add or to drop the class. So you need to make a decision very quickly on the first day whether you're going to be able to handle this class or you're going to be able to stay in the class. And basically, the last part, again, you can see everything that is listed. We're looking at 5 chapters per week. You need to read all this information and complete the assignments. Here are the assignments on a weekly basis. This is what's coming